Hey, welcome to class. My name is Nora, and today we are going to be doing a super fun ladder flow that focuses on side body lengthening and then develops into deep twists. So get ready for a full body refresh. When you're ready, start the playlist. Let's get going. We begin supine today, laying on our backs. Bring the soles of the feet to the floor, and then arms can go wherever feels good. So I'm going to take mine overhead today and grab opposite elbows, but find a position that makes you feel comfortable. And when you found that space, surrender your bones to the weight of gravity. And begin to slow down your breath. And usually, just by slowing down the breath, we start to breathe a little bit deeper. So invite a spaciousness into the pit of the abdomen and across the back of your throat. And let's take another 3 deep breaths right here. And this breath is what will power your practice. And remember that as we move through, you can always take a break in child's pose and reconnect to the breath when you need to. Gently release your hands from whatever position they were in and make C shapes with the hands. So the thumbs create the end of the C's and the fingertips are cupped in the top of the C's. Place these C's right at the top of your thighs where they connect to the bottom of your pelvis. Press down into your feet lightly and lift just the very end of your tailbone up, just the very end of the tailbone so that your low back is touching down to the floor. And then begin to straighten your arms so that you're pushing the tops of the thighs away from you. And this should feel like a really nice lengthening for the low back. If you're feeling any pain in the low back, you might need to push into your feet a little bit more, elevate that tailbone just a little bit. This will create a little bit more tucking of your pelvis. A little bit more posterior tilt, so you feel a little bit more of your low back on the earth. Take a breath in. Big breath out. And then you might try pushing more into one hand and then the other so that you're turning your pelvis lightly side to side or descending one side of your pelvis and then the other. Good. Notice how the low back is feeling as you're applying pressure. Good. Gently release, curl your knees into your chest, give yourself a little squeeze. And then 2 ways to move from here. You can either roll to one side and press up towards tabletop, or you can take a couple of rocks, rocking forward and back 3 or 4 times. On your last rock, cross the ankles, plant the palms, roll over the knees, and we meet in tabletop. From tabletop, step your left foot to the back of the mat. Push through the heel for a moment and then spin the back heel down like you're going to do warrior two. Swivel your right shin over to the right and then inhale, left arm goes up to the sky for side plank pose. Push down through whatever is on the floor. Can you lift that left side body just a little bit higher to the sky? From here, let's take a rainbow arch shape. So bring the left arm over the ear, reaching out through those left fingertips, and then turn your left toes up to the sky so you're flexing the foot and driving the heel away from you. Start to let the left arm droop towards the floor now, and then push even more through your bottom limbs, through the right palm and the right shin. Can you lift those left ribs even higher? Can you make those the highest point of the pose? Take 2 more breaths into this rainbow arch shape. Maybe choosing to look up if that feels good, or look down if it doesn't. 1 more big breath in, drive the heel away, reach through the opposite fingertips. And exhale, we set it all back down in tabletop. Inhale, step the right toes back, push through the heel for a moment, little calf stretch. And then swivel the heel down to the floor, swivel the left shin over to the left. Inhale, right arm goes high into supported side plank. Push down through your supporting limbs, especially the left shin. And then take the right arm over the ear. Turn the right toes up towards the sky, flex the foot, and then the fingertips on the right hand and the right heel reach in opposite directions. Option to look up, turn your rib cage up to the sky if that feels good. Don't forget to let that right arm droop so that you are making an arched shape through the right side body. The right ribs are the highest point. Okay, 1 more breath into this huge opening for the right side body. Exhale, come right back down to tabletop where we started. Inhale, lift your right arm all the way up to the sky, turning the chest open to the right. And as you exhale, we're going to thread the needle, but we're going to come to a slightly different variation than what we normally do. So thread the needle, right hand passes behind left wrist, but then your right elbow comes down to the floor right behind your left wrist. Okay, right elbow plants. Flex the palm and then place your left palm right on top. Push through the elbows. Drag your heart forward, lengthen out of your hips. Keep your shins firming down. And then put a little bit more push through the palms. Maybe the gaze turns up to the sky if you like. And then allow this to be a moment of play. So this doesn't have to be static. I like to kind of wiggle my hips from side to side here. Playing around with how the side bodies feel, where the twist is located in the spine. Keep dragging your shoulders down away from your ears. Take 1 more breath in. With your exhale, release the pressure of the arms, sink your chest down, and then inhale, drive through the palms, lift your chest back up. Exhale, release left palm to the floor. Inhale, right arm goes high, unravel the twist, unwind. Exhale, tabletop. Into the other side, inhale, left arm goes high. Exhale, thread the needle, place your left elbow directly behind your right wrist. Flex your left palm, and then your right palm stacks on top. Push down through the elbows, lift your heart up. And exhale, drag your shoulder blades back. Keep pushing down through the shins if you want to wiggle the hips a little bit from side to side. Breathe in. With the exhale, allow your chest to sink towards the floor, take some pressure out of the arms, and then inhale, refirm the arms, drive the elbows down towards the floor, lift your chest up. Exhale, plant the right palm underneath the shoulder. Inhale, left arm goes high, unravel the twist. Exhale, bring your left palm to the floor, tuck your toes, walk your hands back until you roll over the feet, and we land back in Malasana at the back of the mat. If you need to, you can take the feet wider, you can turn the toes out. Hands to heart center. Inhale, lift your chest up tall. With the exhale, let your hips sink a little bit heavier, lengthening the low back. Final breath in Malasana. Exhale, hands to the floor. Walk it out to our first downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg up and back to three-legged dog. Keep equal weight in your palms and your chest square to the floor as you bend the knee and open the hip. Flex the foot and begin to circle the knee 3 times in one direction and then 3 times in the opposite direction, trying to draw as big of circles as you possibly can. And when you've done 3 one direction, flip and take it around the other way. Inhale, find three-legged dog with the open hip, right hip stacked on top of left, chest is square. Exhale, knee to nose, step the right foot through between the palms. Bring both hands to the inside of the right foot, spin your back heel down, and start to walk the hands over towards the middle of the mat and then towards the back of the mat, towards your left foot. Skandasana. 2 ways to do Skandasana. Level 1 is going to be to stay up a little bit higher. Your hands can walk around the floor with your hips a little bit higher. You're tearing the mat apart between the feet. Right foot is flexed. If this hurts the heel, you can always spin the heel down. Second option, this is if you have a little bit more open hips or no hip injuries to speak of, you can come all the way down into a deep-seated malasana where you're pushing this left heel down to the floor and maybe your quad is touching the back of your calf. Either one is fine. Make sure that you are applying pressure with the legs in opposite directions, either one you're choosing. From here, we'll take a fold. So the hands walk out in front of you. You're up on your fingertips. The palms are tented. You can drop the head between the upper arms. You can do this even if the hips are lifted as well. Couple of deep breaths. See if you can crawl the fingertips a little bit further away from you with the inhale so that you're tractioning the spine and the side bodies. Hips are reaching to the back of the mat behind you. Take one more breath in this Skandasana fold. With the exhale, slide your hands underneath your shoulders. 2 ways to do this twist. You decide which one works for you. The first one I'm going to show you is the way that I would typically like you to do it. If you don't have this depth of range, that's okay. You can always take the second option. First option is to bring your right forearm to the floor. Inhale, left arm goes high into a big twist. Now, obviously, if your hips are higher here, you're going to struggle to bring that forearm to the floor. So instead, it's just right hand underneath the shoulder, left arm goes high into the twist. Now, if you're down in Skandasana, if you're sitting low and you've got this right forearm on the floor, you do want to spin your right heel down, right? So that's the transition here. We fold, right forearm slides underneath the shoulder, right heel spins down, left arm goes up into the twist. Take 2 more breaths, driving down through the right forearm or right hand. Exhale, lift your navel. Maybe the ribs rotate up towards the sky a little bit more. Final breath in, pressure between the legs. Exhale. Okay, if you're up tall, this transition is going to be a little bit different. We're going to walk through it up tall first. You're going to lift your back heel, start to pivot your right thigh to face the floor. You're going to pick up the right palm and step it underneath the right shoulder so you're now facing the back of the mat. If you were on your forearm, you are going to keep your elbow on the floor, but pivot your right hand towards the back of the mat. Push through the palm, lift the elbow up, and you're turning into that twist. All right, we land in this low lunge open twist. Push through your feet, lift your hips up as high as you can, and then reach up as high as you can through the left fingertips. Exhale, drop your back knee down. Keep your back toes tucked. Push through your front heel and rise up to a low lunge open twist. So the arms are reaching towards top and back of mat. Your navel's drawing back. Your inner thighs are tweezing together. 2 ways to do this low lunge. Lots of options depending on what level you're at today. 2 ways to do this this little back bend we're going to add onto this low lunge. Option 1 is to make a fist with your backhand and plug it into your low back. Peel your elbow back as if you could align it with the center of your spine. And then the right arm reaches up as you lean the shoulders back in space. Pelvis is moving forward. The fist is meant to encourage that pelvis to slide forward as the upper body leans back. Second option, if you're a little bit more advanced, backhand drops to the back thigh, right arm comes straight up and over for a revolved low lunge. Big inhale into this opening you feel across front of right hip. Exhale, bring your palms down to the earth. Step back, downward facing dog, facing the back of the mat. Let's get the other side. Inhale, left leg goes up and back. Exhale, bend the knee and open the hip, but keep your chest square, equal weight in both palms. We circle the knee 3 directions one way, 3 directions the other way. Or pardon me, 3 circles one way, 3 circles the opposite direction. And then reverse the circles, going the opposite way. One more. Come back to that three-legged dog, open hip, left hip stacked on top of right. Exhale, knee to nose, step the left foot through. Both hands come to the inside of the foot. Walk your hands over to the right. You're turning over the right shoulder. Your back heel spins down. The back toes turn out. Sit to Skandasana at the back of the mat. Either tall or sitting deep, you decide. From here, hands walk out in front of you. Take the fold. Drop the head between the biceps. Now, as you inhale here, think about your shoulder blades spreading apart. Think about the upper back inflating. With the exhale, let your chest hang a little bit heavier towards the earth. One more breath here like that. Inhale, inflate, shoulder blades slide away from each other. Exhale, let your chest get heavy. Okay, from here, left hand slides underneath the shoulder or left forearm underneath the shoulder. Spin your left foot down to the floor like you're doing warrior two, and then inhale, right arm goes high into the twist. Tear the mat apart between the feet. Feel the work in the outer hips and the quads. Final breath. With the exhale, if you're on your forearm, the left fingertips rotate towards the new top of the mat. Push down, lift your elbow up, rotate the feet to face the back of the mat. If you were on your palm, you're going to lift your back heel, let the spin come from the left thigh turning down, and then the left hand just picks up and steps towards the back of the mat. Big breath in here in this open twist. Lift your hips up high. Exhale, drop your back knee down. Tuck your back toes. Push through your front heel and rise up to a low lunge open twist. Arms reaching forward and back. Big breath in. Hug your inner thighs together. Exhale to the revolved low lunge. You decide what works for you, either plugging your right fist into your low back or right hand searches for the thigh. Inhale, left arm comes up and over, bicep towards the ear. Your chest is square to the top of the mat. Encourage your pelvis to slide forward as the chest leans back. One more breath in. Exhale, cartwheel the palms down. We step right back into downward facing dog. Okay, so that's the first part of the sequence. We're going to do that breath to movement, and then we're going to add on. Inhale, lift your right leg up and back. Exhale, bend the knee, open the hip. As you're empty, knee to nose, step the right foot through. Both hands to the inside of the foot. Inhale, walk it back into Skandasana. Exhale, walk the hands out in front of you and fold. Inhale, right palm or right forearm to the earth underneath you. Spin the right toes down. Exhale, left arm reaches up. As you're empty, right hand to the earth, open twist towards the back of the mat. Exhale, drop the back knee down. Inhale, revolved low lunge. Exhale, come back to center. Bring your hands behind your head. This is where we're adding on. Elbows wide. Tuck your back toe. Lift your back knee up. And then spin your back heel down for warrior two. Turn your chest to face the right for an extended side angle position. So if you like, you can hover here, hands behind the head. If you want more support, bottom elbow drops to the knee for extended side angle. Actually, let's do that. Drop your bottom elbow to your knee for a moment. And then take that right arm over the ear and start to find that rainbow arch feeling that we created in that supported side plank at the start of practice. Find that in the rib cage and the hip here. Can you make this section between your armpit and your hip the highest point of this pose? Big breath into that space. Big breath out. Good. Take one more breath. Let your front knee slide a little bit further forward. Exhale, hands come behind the head. Engage your obliques to stay hovering. Okay, tricky transition here, but stick with me. We're going to lift all the way up, crown of the head towards the sky. Spin your back heel in and your back toes out for goddess pose. And then it's a little bit deeper between your knees so that your thighs are maybe almost parallel to the earth, if not parallel already. Hands are still behind the head. We're going to tick-tock from side to side twice. So with the inhale, right elbow towards right knee. Exhale, lift back up. Inhale, left elbow towards left knee. Exhale, lift back up. From here, inhale, arms go up, straighten your legs. Exhale, parallel the feet so the toes are pointing the same direction. And with the exhale, dive down, wide leg forward fold. Walk your hands out in front of you like we did in Skandasana. You'll come up onto the fingertips. Palms are tented. Drop your head between your upper arms. Put a little bend in your knees and draw your hips back in space. So again, we're tractioning the spine, finding more side body length. Final breath in. As you breathe out, hands come back underneath your shoulders. Turn your left toes to point towards the back of the mat. Left hand comes either inside of the foot onto the shin or maybe up higher below the knee or above the knee. Inhale, right arm sweeps over the ear into Trikonasana. A little bit of triangle pose. Both legs are strongly tearing the mat apart. And then both side bodies are lengthening out of the waist. If you feel this left side body is really collapsing, or you feel like the skin is wrinkly down here, that might be an indication that you might need to lift up a little bit higher with that bottom arm support. So maybe the hand comes above the knee. And notice how much longer that left side body now feels. Take a breath in, reach beyond the right fingertips. Exhale, we sweep back down through center. As you come through center, the left toes turned in. Right toes turn out. Trikonasana to the other side now. So left arm, maybe same level of support, maybe different level of support this side. The left arm is over the ear. Take a breath. Exhale, evaluate that right side body. Maybe see if you can let your bottom hand get a little bit lighter. Maybe that bottom arm reaches forward here to hover. So we're engaging those obliques. Take a breath. Exhale, bend your front knee, look down. Right hand plants ahead of the right toes, and we step up into half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. Option to place a block underneath the bottom hand if you like. And then let's create that rainbow arch shape that we made in side plank at the start. So let your left heel, keep it active, keep pushing it away from you, but let the left heel drop towards the earth a little bit more, and you'll feel a nice level of stretch on the outer hip, the lower back. And then that left arm comes over the ear and it reaches towards the floor. So again, we're trying to make a little space between left armpit and left hip the highest point of the pose. Let's take another big breath into that opening. Let it go. Final inhale. Exhale, bend your standing legs. Step back, warrior two, arms open wide. Breathe in, let the arms drift apart, let your legs drift apart. Exhale, cartwheel the palms down and step back into downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg goes up and back. Exhale, bend the knee, open the hip. As you're empty of air, knee to nose, step the left foot through between the palms. Both hands to the inside. Inhale, walk it back to Skandasana. Exhale, hands go out in front of you and fold. Inhale, left elbow or left hand under the shoulder, left heel spins down. Exhale, right arm to the sky. As you're empty of air, left hand swivels to the back of the mat. Inhale, open lunge. Exhale, drop the back knee. Inhale, revolved low lunge, peel up and back. Exhale, come back to center with the chest, hands behind the head, elbows wide. Tuck your back toe, lift your back knee up, spin your back heel down, and rotate towards the left side of the mat for an extended side angle. You're leaning forward over the front thigh, drop your front elbow to your front knee. Left arm reaches out over the ear. Engage the legs so that the side bodies can be easy. The more we create a strong foundation in the lower body, the more we're going to find an ease in the side body stretch. Okay, let's take one more breath in. With the exhale, that both hands come behind the head again, and then we lift all the way up to center, crown of the head to the sky. Spin the back heel in, spin the back toes out, and sit to goddess pose. We tick-tock twice here. Inhale to the left knee, lower, and exhale, lift. Inhale, right elbow taps the right knee. Exhale, lift. Inhale, straighten your legs, reach the arms up. Exhale, parallel the feet and fold forward to a wide leg forward fold. This time, hands interlace behind the back. Inhale, pull the fist away from your heart. Exhale, drop the head, let the fist fall away from your back body. 3 deep breaths. And when we do this breath to movement, we won't be taking this fold. We're just going to go straight into the triangle side to side. Let's take one more breath in. And exhale, release the hands underneath the shoulders. Right toes turn towards the back of the mat. Inhale, Trikonasana to the back of the mat, left arm over the ear. Stay here, push down through the back foot as strongly as you're reaching out through the left fingertips. Take another breath. Gaze up underneath the left arm. Maybe your ribs rotate up to the sky. Exhale, left palm comes down, sweep it through center. Right toes turn in, left toes turn out. Inhale, right arm over the ear. Remember to give yourself enough support on that bottom arm that you can feel your left side body lengthening. If you want more here, maybe that bottom arm stretches forward. Big breath in. Exhale, look down, bend your front knee. Left hand comes in front of the left toe. Step up to half moon pose, Ardha Chandrasana. Right hip stacked on top of left, right shoulder stacked on top of left. Push out through your right heel, and then start to let the heel drift towards the floor just a little bit. It's a few degrees, it's not much. Right arm comes over the ear. Fingertips start to point towards the floor for that rainbow arch. Try to lift the right side of your rib cage up as high as you can. Big breath in. Big breath out. One more inhale. Exhale, bend your standing leg, lightly step back and open to warrior two. Inhale, reach wide through the arms and legs, take up more space. Exhale, cartwheel the palms down, step back, downward facing dog. Okay, let's add on a third time. Inhale, lift your right leg up and back, three-legged dog. Exhale, bend the knee and open the hip. As you're empty, step it through to the top of the mat. Inhale, spin the back heel down, walk the hands back into Skandasana. Exhale, hands walk out into the fold. Inhale, right toe spin down, right elbow underneath you. Exhale, left arm to the sky. As you're empty, right hand underneath the shoulder. Inhale, low lunge, back of the mat. Exhale, drop the back knee. Inhale, revolved low lunge, little back bend here. Exhale, spin the back toes down, lift the back knee, hands behind the head, extended side ankle. Inhale, lift up, spin your back toes out, bend the knees to goddess. 2 tick-tocks, inhale to the right, exhale, lift. Inhale to the left, exhale, lift. Inhale, straighten the legs, arms up. Exhale, parallel the feet and fold. We go first to the left toes turn out, inhale, triangle, right arm over the ear. Exhale, sweep through center. Inhale, right toes turn out, left arm over the ear, triangle. Exhale, look down, step up into half moon as the right knee bends. Inhale, rainbow arch, left fingertips overhead, left heel pointing towards the floor. Exhale, bend your standing leg, left toes search for the floor behind your right heel, both knees bend. Push through both feet, firm your right hip in, rise to a curtsy lunge, hands to heart center. All right, that's kind of a funky transition. Remember that back foot is already searching for the floor. You're just going to cross it slightly behind the right thigh and then drive through your front heel to lift up. Okay, that's the transition there. All right, in this curtsy lunge, we're going right into a side body stretch. So right hand comes to the right hip, take the left arm up to the sky, and then lean to your right. Hips slide to the left as the upper body leans right. Big breath in, make your back leg strong. Beautiful, one more breath in. Exhale, one leg Tadasana. Push through the right heel, back knee to the chest, hands can come to heart center. Okay, from here, turn your left knee out. Take the left foot into tree pose, Vrikshasana. The left foot is connecting to the right inner thigh. Now we are going to take another side body stretch here, but I want to talk about the hips first. There's pressure in the connection between your foot and your inner thigh. So push your foot into your leg, push your leg back into your foot. Now, as soon as we start to exert pressure on this inner thigh, this leg is driving towards the center line. The hips like to slide to the right. So remember that just as much as you're driving this foot in, you're hugging this right glute in. You're hugging this outer hip in. Okay, nice and tall through the side bodies. Let's take the arms wide. Arms wide, arms parallel to the floor, make fists. Keep the arms at this 180-degree angle. Start to drop the left fist down towards your left knee. As much as the left fist is dropping, then the right arm goes up just as much. Big breath in. Can you keep hugging that right hip in and then descend the left fist a little bit more, reach through the right fist. Okay, inhale back to center, arms parallel to the earth, facing the top of the mat. Exhale, we find a twist. Left fist to the back of the mat, right fist to the top of the mat. Hips are still square to the top of the mat. One breath in the twist. Exhale, left foot steps back to warrior two. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, cartwheel the palms to the floor. Step back, swivel both heels over to the left. Inhale, right arm goes high into side plank. Pick up your front foot, your right foot, and step it in front of your hips. Lower your hips to the earth, and you'll sit down on both butt cheeks facing the back of the mat. We're ready for a twist here. This is our twist prep position. So flex your left foot, the extended leg, and then maybe you hug this right knee a little bit closer to the chest. Right hand comes behind the seat. Inhale, lift the left arm up, carry your left side body taller as you reach. Exhale, either the elbow crosses the knee or the arm wraps around the whole leg. Either one is fine. Inhale in the twist. Exhale, navel in. Maybe gaze back over that right shoulder. Final breath here. Exhale, release. Left hand comes behind the seat now. Uncross the legs, so right foot comes to the floor. Push through both feet, push through the left palm. Inhale, wild thing. Right arm comes up over the ear. Exhale, right palm to the earth. Step back into downward facing dog. Let's get that whole thing on the left side. Inhale, left leg high, three-legged. Exhale, bend the knee, open the hip. As you're empty, knee to nose, step it through. Inhale, walk the hands to the back of the mat as you spin the back heel down. Exhale, Skandasana, fold. Inhale, left hand or left elbow under the shoulder. Spin the left toes down. Inhale, right arm high into the twist. Exhale, left hand comes underneath the shoulders. You spin to face the back of the mat. Drop the back knee down. Inhale, revolve, low lunge. Left arm comes all the way up and over. Exhale, hands behind the head. Lift the back knee, spin the back heel down. Inhale, goddess pose, left toes turn out, sink between the thighs. We tick-tock to the left, inhale. Exhale, lift. Inhale to the right. Exhale, lift. Inhale, straighten the legs, arms go up. Exhale, parallel the feet and fold forward. Inhale, right toes turn out. Trikonasana to the back, left arm over. Exhale, sweep through center. Left toes turn out. Inhale, right arm over. Exhale, look down, step forward into half moon. Inhale, rainbow arch, right arm over the ear, right heel searches for the floor. Exhale, bend your standing leg, right toe step behind you for the curtsy lunge. Drive down through the left heel, hug the left hip and lift the chest up to curtsy. Beautiful. You made it, you arrived. Left hand comes to the hip. Left hand comes to the hip. Inhale, right arm goes up and then take it over. 2 full breaths into right side of ribs. Relax your shoulders, wiggle your jaw. 1 more breath in. Exhale, one leg Tadasana, hands to heart center, right knee comes to the chest. Now, when we do this breath to movement, we're just going to go straight into tree pose. So maybe let's practice that right here. Hug this left hip in. The right foot comes right into the left inner thigh. Wait, we're here. Yeah, hands to heart center, right foot to the left inner thigh. There we go. So either way, if you like going through one leg Tadasana, you can do that. I'm probably just going to cue it curtsy to tree. And you can use this right hand to take this leg into tree. Now remember, same principles apply as we were doing on the last side. So this foot is pressing into the leg. Don't let it take the leg over to the left. Keep hugging your left glute in. You're pushing the inner thigh back into the foot by hugging this whole outer hip in. Side bodies grow up tall out of the evenness of the pelvis. Let's take the side body stretch. So arms open wide, parallel to the earth, 180 degrees, make fists. As much as you descend your right fist, the left fist has to come up to compensate. Keep thigh and foot squeezing together equally. See if you can descend the right hand a little bit more. Can you lift the left fist a little bit more? Big breath in. Exhale, come back to center. Inhale at center. Exhale, take your right fist to the back of the mat, left fist to the top of the mat. So you're twisting from the navel, rib cage is turning over to the right while the hips stay square. From here, right foot steps a big step back to the back of the mat for warrior two. Take a breath in warrior two. Exhale, cartwheel the palms down. Now you can step back and swivel the heels to side plank, or you can step right back into side plank from the lunge. Either one works. Push through the palms. Can you lift your hips up? Still finding that rainbow arch here, trying to bring your rib cage to the highest point of the arch. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, your top foot, your left foot steps in front of your hips. Slowly descend the hips down so you're sitting on both butt cheeks facing the back of the mat. Left hand comes behind the seat. Inhale, right arm goes high. Exhale, elbow passes the knee or arm wraps around the kneecap. Either one's fine. Inhale, lift your chest up tall. Find more length through the side bodies. With the exhale, leverage elbow into knee to take a deeper level of twist. One more breath here. And let it go. Right hand comes behind the seat. Uncross your left leg. Inhale, wild thing. Hips up, left arm over the head. Exhale, left hand to the mat, downward facing dog. Let's do that whole thing, breath to movement. Inhale, lift your right leg up and back. Exhale, bend the knee, open the hip. Knee to nose, step it through. Inhale, turn over the left shoulder, Skandasana to the back of the mat. Exhale to fold in Skandasana. Inhale, right arm underneath you, left arm high, right heel spins. Exhale, right hand pivots, back of the mat, low lunge. Drop the back knee, inhale, revolve, low lunge. Exhale, tuck the back toe, lift the back knee up, spin the back heel down, extended side angle hovering. Inhale, goddess pose, lift the chest, turn the back toes out. Inhale, we tick-tock, right elbow to knee. Exhale, lift. Inhale, left elbow to knee, and lift. Inhale, arms up, straighten the legs. Parallel the feet, exhale, fold. We go left first. Inhale, triangle to the back of the mat. Exhale, sweep through center. Inhale, right toes turn out, left arm overhead. Exhale, look down, step up, half moon. Inhale, rainbow arch, left arm over the ear, left heel looking for the floor. Exhale, bend the knee, land in the curtsy squat. Inhale, take it up, lift the chest. Exhale, right hand to the hip, left arm up and over. Breathe in the curtsy squat. Exhale, tree pose, left foot to the right inner thigh, hands to heart center. Inhale, open the arms, make fists. Exhale, side body stretch, left fist descends, right arm lifts. Inhale, back to center, arms parallel to the floor. Exhale, twist left. Inhale, left foot steps back, wide, warrior two. Exhale, cartwheel the palms down, step back into side plank. Inhale, right foot steps in front of you. Exhale, sink the hips to the floor, right hand behind you. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, take it to the twist. Inhale to center, left hand behind you. Uncross the legs. Inhale, lift up, wild thing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg up and back. Exhale, bend the knee, open the hip. As your empty knee to nose, step it through. Inhale, walk it back, Skandasana, back of mat. Exhale, fold, hands out in front of you. Inhale, left arm under you, left heel spins down, right arm up. Exhale, pivot, low lunge, open twist, back of mat. Inhale, drop the back knee, take it into revolve, low lunge. Exhale, hands behind the head, lift the back knee, spin the back heel down for extended. Inhale, goddess pose, spin both toes out. Exhale, take it to the left. Inhale to the right. And lift. Inhale, straighten the legs, take the arms up. Exhale, parallel the feet and wide leg forward fold. To the right first, inhale, Trikonasana, left arm over the ear. Exhale, sweep through center. Inhale to the left, left toes point forward. Exhale, bend your front knee, step up into half moon. Inhale, rainbow arch. Exhale, right toes search for the curtsy squat behind you. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, left hand to the hip. Inhale, right arm up and over. Exhale, hands to heart center, rise to tree pose, right foot to the left inner thigh. Inhale, arms go wide, make fists. Exhale, right fist descends, left arm comes up and over. Inhale, center, parallel. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, right foot steps back, warrior two. Exhale, cartwheel down, step back into side plank. Inhale, lift your hips, left foot steps in front of you. Exhale, sit the hips all the way down, left hand behind the seat. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale to the twist. Inhale, right hand behind the seat, uncross the legs. Exhale, lift up, wild thing. Flip to downward facing dog. Let's do that round one more time. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, bend the knee, open the hip. Step it through, top of mat. Inhale, walk it back, Skandasana. Exhale, fold. Inhale, right elbow underneath you, right toes down, left arm up. Exhale, pivot to face the back of the mat. Drop the back knee, inhale, revolved low lunge. Exhale, lift your back toes, hands behind the head, extended side angle. Inhale, rise, bend your right knee, take it all the way over, right elbow taps the right knee. Exhale, lift. Inhale, left elbow taps left knee, and lift. Inhale, straighten the legs, reach the arms. Exhale, parallel the feet, and fold. To the left first, inhale, left toes turn out, right arm up. Exhale, sweep through center. Inhale, right toes turn out, left arm up. Exhale, look down, step up into half moon. Inhale, rainbow arch, left arm overhead, left heel towards the floor. Exhale, bend your standing leg, step back into curtsy squat. Inhale, lift your chest, hands to heart center. Exhale, right hand to the hip. Inhale, left arm up and over, side body stretch. Exhale, tree pose, left foot rises, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms go wide, make fists. Exhale, descend the left hand, right arm up. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, twist left. Inhale, left foot steps back, warrior two. Exhale, cartwheel the palms down, step back to side plank. Inhale, lift your hips. Exhale, right foot steps in front of the hips, sit all the way down. Right hand behind you, inhale, left arm up. Exhale to the twist. Take one breath in. Exhale, take the left hand behind the seat, uncross the leg. Inhale, right arm up, wild thing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Last time, left side, inhale, left leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. Step it through, inhale, walk back of mat, Skandasana. Exhale, fold. Inhale, left elbow underneath you, right arm high. Exhale, pivot to face the back of the mat. Drop the back knee, inhale, revolved low lunge. Exhale, lift your back knee, hands behind the head, face the left. Inhale, lift to goddess, bend your back knee, take left elbow to left knee. Exhale, lift up. Inhale, right elbow, right knee. Exhale, lift. Inhale, straighten the legs, arms up. Parallel the feet, exhale, fold. To the right first, inhale, right toes turn out, left arm over the ear. Exhale through center. Left toes turn out, inhale, right arm over the ear. Exhale, step up into half moon. Inhale, rainbow arch, right arm reaches overhead, right heel towards the floor. Exhale, search for the floor for the curtsy squat. Inhale, lift the chest, hands to heart center. Exhale, left hand to the hip. Inhale, right arm up and over. Exhale, tree pose, hands to heart center, right foot to the left inner thigh. Inhale, open the arms. Exhale, drop right hand, left arm up. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist, right fist back. Inhale, right foot steps back, warrior two. Exhale, cartwheel down, step back into plank. Inhale, lift your hips. Exhale, step the left foot in front of you. Sink the hips, left hand behind you. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale to the twist. One breath in. Exhale, unravel, right hand behind you, uncross the legs. Inhale, wild thing, lift your hips. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a big breath in. Big breath out. Inhale, lift your heels, lift your hips, look forward, exhale, bend your knees, step, hop, or float to the top of the mat. Take a seat, lay yourself down on your back. We take 2 back bends to finish practice. We start with bridge pose. Make sure you can touch your heels with your fingertips. Push through your feet, lift your hips up to bridge. Glutes are turned on. Drive your heels forward so that you're bringing more of the back bend into your upper back and chest. If you like to interlace the hands, you can do that. Breathe. For 2. And 1. Exhale, lower all the way back down. Take the feet to the outer edge of the mat. Let your knees knock in towards each other for a beat. Second back bend is also bridge if you like, or you can take it to wheel. Make sure you can touch your heels. If you're setting up for wheel, hands back by the ears, fingertips point towards your shoulders. Hug your inner elbows together. Inhale. Exhale, contract the navel, push through the feet. Inhale, lift the hips, lift the heart, bridge or wheel. Keep driving the heels forward to bring more of the back bend into the upper spine. For 2. For 1. Exhale, chin to chest, lower slow. As the hips land, step the feet to the outer edges of the mat again. This time, drop both knees over to the right. Open the arms into a big T shape. Breathe deep. Option to place your right heel on top of your left knee to access even more side body length through the outer hip and the front of the quad. One more breath here. Release the heel if you placed it on the knee. Inhale, knees to center. Exhale, drop knees to the left. Flex your left foot, place it on top of the right knee. Couple of big breaths. Last breath in. Let it go. Release the heel. Inhale, knees to center. Exhale, pull the knees into the chest. Catch the feet for happy baby. Pull down with the hands. And I really like to draw figure eights with my feet lately. I find that creates a nice rocking for the low back as well as a nice loosening for the hip joints. Gently release, curl your knees into your chest. Give yourself a big hug. Lift head up to meet the knees. Hold. Squeeze yourself deeply and tightly and strongly and know that you are loved. You are enough. You are here, and that is all that matters. Exhale to your Shavasana. Let your next breath be a little bit bigger and a little bit deeper than the last. Let your next breath be a little bit bigger and a little bit deeper than the last. Let your next breath be a little bit bigger and a little bit deeper than the last. And the next inhale carries movement down into the fingertips and the toe tips. And this next one sweeps the arms overhead into a full body stretch, toes lengthening away from the hands. Exhale, slide the soles of the feet to the floor, drop the knees to one side, and rest for a moment side lying. We'll end with our moment of gratitude here. We're grateful that we showed up on our mats today, that we created space in the body so that when we face challenges off the mat, we're a little bit calmer, we're a little bit more patient, there's a little bit more space to absorb what aggravates us, what frustrates us, what challenges us. Big breath in, fill up with your gratitude. Sigh it out. Push through the palms to come up to a comfortable seat, bringing the hands to heart center. Inhale, thumbs up to the third eye between the brows. Exhale, we bow forward in reverence to each other, and together we say namaste. Thank you so much for joining me for that practice. I hope you enjoyed a quick, sweaty, and creative little flow to get your energy moving. If you enjoyed this class, check out other ones that I've got up on YouTube, or maybe you want to check out our Patreon, where we have weekly live Zoom classes as well as access to a full class library. Until we meet on the mat again soon, namaste.